welcome to part 22 of Bayonetta. I have to say, we are almost done with this game. Thank goodness. And, by the way, I finally got Rodon to say the best line. Hey, no, Bayonetta, go back. Where are you going, girl? You're supposed to go. Actually, now that I think about it, do I go in the portal? I don't. Oh, yeah, I do, because I end up using all my items. Now, I got him to say the infamous line that everyone has heard in Resident Evil 4. It's also a line that I actually say in most of the time. But anyways, just hear what he says.
Hey, check this out. What are you buying? Heard that in a game once.
Yeah, I love that. And the thing is, you can have Rodon say some other stuff. Sadly, I couldn't get him to say. I couldn't meet him when he was playing a game. And the thing is, if you listen closely, you can hear the opening of the Zelda door sound effect. Yes, he will be literally playing Legend of Zelda, and you can hear a magic potion sound effect. It's like, wow, that's... This is actually why I love the characters in Bayonetta. And I'm glad that, you know, the characters... The funny thing is, though, no, Rodon's voice actor does reprise his role in the OVA Bloody Fates, and so does Bayonetta, of course. Well, no, no, I'm not entirely sure. I know that the bad guy ends up reprising his role in Bloody Fates, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let me not talk about Bloody Fates before I accidentally spoil what's really gonna be happening. Anyways, this place is having an electrical surge. You don't want to go ahead and touch the water, obviously, because it's all made out of electricity. Just because we are the Umbra Witch, we can't take we can't take electricity well. Treasure of the Clans, the eyes of the world. The reason why I don't read the book, because, funny enough, the game does a good job of explaining that.
Little one, where are you? Little one, can you hear me?
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Cereza!
Mommy! I was so scared.
No crying now, little one. You know the rules. No cockroaches or crying babies. Time to go, little one. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay.
I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part. You guys are probably wondering, why do I hate this part? Because you want to know why? You gotta go ahead and do this. You gotta stop, put Cereza down, and make sure that the enemies don't go ahead and attack repeatedly. Luckily enough, this is not an FLM trial. Yes, and there is an FLM trial where you have to use out-of-body experience. And trust me, I don't know what it is, but these enemies are hell-bent to attack you. But that's actually not what makes the out-of-body experience worse. It's the fact that if you get hit anyways, you still lose a chunk bar of your health. And it's really, really anal. Like, sometimes the enemy won't attack you. Sometimes the enemies have, like, beefy health for some reason. But then again, that's to be prominent considering the fact that the FLM is supposed to be like the final trial. And yes, the water is rising. So if you're trying to fight the enemies, look at it, the water is not even on there. What am I touching? Like, what is there that now the water is there? The graphical didn't really show me that the water was in that location. So I had to wait. I thought this guy was going to get killed by the electricity, but turned out that he wasn't. So he tried to do his little beam saxophone thing, and I was like, I was not having any of that. Now this section here, you gotta, I'm not entirely sure if there's a time limit, but if there is a time limit, the time limit is really, really generous. So you have to really be quick in killing these angels, or else the water will rise to a certain point where you'll drown, or hell, you probably won't even drown. You just get electrified completely and just die, and that's it. Cereza won't die, but Bayonetta will, because Bayonetta cannot survive in water. Anyways, try to use your torture attacks to be able to try to kill these guys instantly. I'm not sure. Luckily enough, time sort of stops with the angels because they don't really attack they don't attack Cereza, thank goodness. I also think that, like I said, I'm not entirely sure if there is a time limit or the water is set, but I don't feel like knowing that, because if the water rises slowly, that means that there is a time limit, and the time limit is very generous. Anyways, this ship is about to be destroyed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, another thing. You guys are getting 2 episodes because, well, 2 chapters because, well, for one, this episode ends a little bit short. Now you have the ability to use the moon again, thank goodness. Thank you, moon. You've always been... This doesn't make any sense. I don't know how using this will cause Cereza to not be dropped, but whatever. I'm not familiar with the out-of-body experience. I mean, I know it's a thing in real life, but I highly doubt we create sigils to go ahead and literally be out of our bodies. Has anybody ever had an out-of-body experience? I mean, I don't really have an out-of-body experience. I usually have those moments where my head just goes confused in a daze sometimes, where my head just literally starts spinning. You know, like Tails in Sonic and Sonic Heroes, where he says, "Ah, my head's spinning," or whatever, how he says it. I can't do that. My throat has, like, been charred to crap. I need to get that better. But anyways, here you're killing these wonderful raven things, which I still haven't really figured out their names. You know, I only figured out the ones that I've seen and annoy me the most. These guys, any enemies that I've seen once or twice, never really sits with me at all. And that's not really the game's problem. It's just that they're just really not that much creative enemies. Anyways, once you've done that, that will end the level. Or I should say, conclude the level. That's the reason why I did not decide to end the part very early, because that would have been dumb. It's like, oh, okay, let's just end the part, guys. It's like, seriously? You didn't even fight the boss. Yeah, I know, I did not fight the boss. That's a very huge problem. When I found out that Broken Sky was just 1 chapter after, 1 chapter before the boss, I was like, you know what? Since I'm cutting here and I relatively finished the level awfully fast, I decided to say, screw it. You know what? I'll give my audience 2 chapters. 2 chapters and a half, because I didn't really give you 2 full chapters. I just gave you 1 chapter cut and then half of the other chapter, and then I'm giving you the other whole chapter with the boss. And it's like, well, the cardinal virtue, prudence. Virtue of prudence. I have no idea what prudence is. I'm not familiar with the emotional contact of these enemies. I know that each and every single enemy is almost like a symbol of something.
Let's go!
Mommy!
It's okay, little one. I'll be right back.
Mommy!
Amor, Kozis, Laush, Gonogona. Zerno Noti Abasid Amor Ali. Jubileus Kal Ayadan Kozi. Jubileus
Another talkative type. I don't think I've got time to entertain your blather. I'd much rather hear it straight from your boss. The witch hunts.
Rest and king. King Salman Emma Dilpa, Ubre Ayadon Kozu, Tu Payat Uposi, Uauna Aldi, Galda, Uauna Kaosko,
Alright, now this guy, Serper whatever, you know what, I actually prefer Tempertina and Tudo because they were actually easy to pronounce. And that's actually kind of depressing. Anyways, this fish boss, when he dives in the water, he will try to come up and try to bite you. This is relatively easy to dodge. Once he does it twice, he will leap into the air and try to attack you, and that attack always misses. But when he does come back out, he for some reason be fatigued, even though he's supposed to be a fish monster. I also don't know why he has wings. Like, why do you have wings? Now the point of this fight, you have to destroy the 4 leg pieces. Once you destroy the 4 leg pieces, you can go ahead and well, you know, it's just the whole natural thing of what we've always been doing with all these bosses. But the thing is, this is actually the boss. And I know, you guys are probably saying, gee, these bosses really don't do anything else, do they? Would you believe that they get better in 2? Like, they get so much better in 2. That's probably one thing I can say for Bayonetta 2, is that the boss fights are a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong, the boss fights here are minimum at best, but they're kind of not that interesting. And I'm just gonna like spoil it a bit. The last boss, in terms of what it is, it's epic, but that's it. That's pretty much all I can say. It's epic. But I'll leave that to your interpretation if you guys like the boss or not. Most people won't agree with me and probably say, oh, you don't know the boss. The boss fight is, the final boss fight is awesome because it shows that, you know, stuff, and it's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, but this is my opinion, and yeah, you don't have to agree with me. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab this guy. The way how you're controlling him is you're constantly tapping the Y button to be able to control him. Because if he does pass by the spider, I'm not sure what happens. I don't think it's an instant game over, because there are occasional events that if you fail it, you could get yourself killed instantly. Once his face shows, now you'll have the ability to punch him in the face, and then you have to do this again. And you think that his strategy will change. I'm convinced that this boss fight was not doing what he's supposed to do. Unless it's because I was playing on normal. Whatever. I think if you play on hard... And the thing is, though, you guys are probably wondering, why am I not playing on hard mode? Hard mode is unlocked after you've beaten normal. So I'm potentially playing the game how people are going to play the game the first time. I mean, hell, if you really want an easier time, you can always play it with, you can always play easy mode, because easy mode, they literally give you an item that allows Bayonetta to do whatever the hell she wants. and the thing is, the PS3 version, the PS3 version and the Xbox 360 version held the point requirement for, well, not held it, it actually held how much points you got. But in the Wii U version, at least to my knowledge, you don't get your points held, so you can get pure platinum just by doing absolutely one button. And it's very pathetic. This is the pussy way out, of course. Sorry, I just have to say that because that's exactly what it is. So don't do that method, unless you know you're trying to do something specifically or just show the game. Even though, to be honest, if you're showing the game to somebody, you kind of want to show it with your own skills and not with the computer's skills. Anyways, once you've done enough damage to this guy, you'll end up doing your climax ability again. And yeah, there's really nothing I can really say about this guy. But the fact that he's a fish, he's got a very simple pattern to deal with, and that's it. It sucks though that if you don't like do fast enough damage though, he kind of always keeps going back. And here's another thing. I could have used a lollipop that increases my strength, but I forgot. I like literally forgot I have those items in this game. It's like, wait a minute, don't I have like items that allows me to do that? It's like, yeah, you do. Oh. Oops. I like always forget that I have these items because it's kind of those non-situational items. I promise though, I will use them in the final area though, because in the final area they deserve to be used, because the final area is ridiculous, but the final area I like. It's glorified. Anyways, once the spider bites his head off, it's time for the final scene. But we break off his wings because he doesn't need them anymore. Like, seriously, what you weren't even using them. You were just jumping like a fish. You're a fish. Oh, don't get angry at me because I end up telling you the truth, you bastard. Anyways, it's time for the Surf's Up Dude! Sewer surfing, Bayonetta style. Anyways, in this area here, the boss will push you upwards, and then you have to just swim back down to him and then punch him in the face some more. He will do this twice. I'm not sure if he does this multiple times, but if he does do this multiple times, then you probably suck. Anyways, he'll do lasers. Okay, you don't suck. You just couldn't hit him fast enough. These lasers are very easy to dodge thanks to the Bat Within. Like, the Bat Within is by far the best ability in the game. It's also the most broken ability in the sequel. But anyways, once he's doing these fireballs, be sure to dodge it so you can activate Witch Time so you can be able to get up close to him. And then he'll try to bite you, and of course I got caught, so there was that. Fun fact though, if I actually did not get hit at all, even at the first half of the fight, I would have gotten myself a pure platinum, because I got platinum for the time and I also got platinum for the combo, but I did not get platinum for the freaking hit. And the thing is that this is not like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 that if you use an item it won't downgrade you, which was essential to do when you were fighting the final half bosses in Ultimate Ninja 3, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, because holy crap, that final boss can go eat something, because that was retarded. Anyways, once you dodge him, end up punching him again. By the way, a friend of mine does not like spiders at all, so she will definitely not like this scene.
I have no idea why you would want this stone. It would look absolutely terrible on you. Much too flashy.
Non c'è un colpo un Tubales car avanza.
Welcome aboard, Cheshire.
Oh, fucking hell!
Mommy!
I told you I'd be right back. Shouldn't you be, you know, flying this thing? I'm a bit occupied at the moment.
Mommy!
Well, so much for the subtle approach. We might as well have speakers on this thing blaring Ride of the fucking Valkyries.
Come now, we're VIPs. You know, nothing says you've made it in life like a private helicopter.
Then welcome aboard Air Luca, Flight 001. This is your captain, Luca, speaking. Fasten your safety belts, as this may be a bumpy flight.
Well, and that's the end of that boss. And that's almost, and we're almost at endgame, guys. Yeah, look at that, I got a stone. Shoot. Oh well, whatever. In the next episode, well, we're still a couple of minutes left. By the way, if you've heard Cereza's yay, that's actually a thing that she says whenever you get a bronze. I like that. As much as I don't like that Cereza, all she says is mummy all the time, I do like how cute she is and adorable she can be. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode of Bayonetta. When we meet next time in Bayonetta, we'll be doing the last 4 episodes. We're about to head to Endgame, guys, and it'll always be the end of the Let's Play. Anyways, I've been CCX, and I will see you guys next time. CCX over and out.